Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So, if y'all saw my last message about bridging the gap between the heaven and hell, I want to explain a little clarity, how you want to call it. All right. So I'm gonna use what just happened as an example. So, first and foremost, I told y'all that technically I'm in heaven, right? Spiritually, I'm in heaven. Reality, I'm in heaven. However, I'm bridging the gap. So it's like I'm utilizing heaven and hell. So, because I'm both spirits, I'm both spirits. And my thing is this, I don't want to throw one out the door for the other or vice versa. So I'm learning how to maneuver between the two. When I need to go over to the other side just a little bit, when I need to go to the other side a little bit. And to clarify on that is, just because a person can buy everything don't mean they need everything. So it's like when it comes to heaven, I'm not a purse person, but I don't need 30 purses to say I have something. Maybe one or two is something like that, maybe 3 if I decide, so I can change it up a little bit or whatever. But I don't need 30. Like, I don't need 50,000 pairs of shoes and all of that, because just because I can get it don't mean I need it. You understand? Now, unless I'm going to utilize these things, then that's something different. That's the way how heaven is. We have so much of something, and then we're not using it. Like, say, for example, if I have a mansion, so just using an example, if I would have a mansion, I'm going to use all the rooms. I don't care if I have a master bedroom, ain't nobody there. If I got 10 rooms, all right, and 7 of them are occupied, I don't care if I have the other 3, if no guests are there, I will be the guest for that day. That's how it's going to go. I don't care if I have 10 bathrooms, I'm going to use all of them. That's how it's going to go. I don't want to have a mansion if I'm not going to utilize the rooms just to say I have something. That's how heaven is. A lot of people got more space and more square feet and more things, and they're not utilizing. So if it's like another example, if I have like 5 cars, I'm going to use those cars. I don't want to just have it sitting there just to look at. I'm going to drive it. You understand? That's how it goes. If you're not going to appreciate it and you're just going to stare at it, then you're wasting money and you're wasting time, because you're the true value, okay? So if everybody using you, then you might as well use yourself to go enjoy the stuff that you have, because more is what to come when you looking at things as a heavenly way. It's an unlimited resource. It's an overflow. So you don't have to worry about the well going dry. Okay, so why you going out here and buying all this stuff? You can rent it. You understand? It's okay to rent something. Like, oh, I like that nice car. I'm going to rent it for a day or a week to enjoy it and then put it back on the lot. It's cheaper that way than holding it and then got to pay high-tail car insurance for a car that ain't even moving. And then you got to do all this other stuff. So just think how much money you just wasted just to stare at something. Just saying. However, that's one part of it. But then you got the hell part. That's where, like I said, you're going to have some moments. So, like, for example, what I just say about heaven, right? You got that car that's just sitting there. Well, the hell of it is knowing, like, God, dog, I got to sit here and pay this payment. I got to pay these mortgages on all these houses just to say I have something. These light bills, this $30,000 mortgage, or this $5,000 light bill, and ain't nobody there. That's the hell you in, because you gotta realize you are utilizing more funding than what you need to. No different than, let's say this, in my situation, anybody in my, my reality moment caliber. All right, the heaven part is being able to have the family around and having the okay, not for me, but the family reunions and all of that, and everybody come together. You're like, hey, mama, daddy, everybody, hey, cousin, all of that. Y'all at the family reunion, right? Everybody having a good old time doing electric slide and boogie and woogie woogie. All right, that's your heaven. But the hell of it is, God dog, who the hell gonna sit here and clean this mess up? Did they just leave me? Did I know you did not go and put a plate in the car before everybody ate? Really? You already got 3 plates, and then you're gonna sit back at the end of the cookout and say, can I get a plate to go home? You already got 3. Really? Who else are you feeding? Cause last time I checked, you the only one in the house. So who are you providing a party to? You understand? That's the hell of it, because you gotta realize, like, you got to do all the cleanup, and then when you look at it, you ain't got no food left over for your son. Now you gotta cook all over again the next day. You understand? That's just life. That's just life. So you gotta understand that when you're in a position, people can still respect you. That's the heavenly side. People can still respect you, but you also gotta realize the other side of it. Not everybody on the same level. So you got to understand how to handle that devil in that situation. Be like, look now, when I sit back, when we get these plates, you better not take a plate out unless I tell you to take a plate out. And your behind will stay here and help me clean up this mess. All right? Or I will take those plates that you have and put them back in the kitchen. Do you understand me? Okay? That's the heaven part, knowing, like they saying, all right, because I really do want no plates. Now they obeying to the rules. Hope y'all get what I'm saying. So we can work together, but this is the thing. For example, what just happened, my uncle was looking at something on YouTube, but YouTube ended up, you know how you gotta sign in, the signage went out, so now he don't have all his shows that he want to watch. Now my spirit was like, nigga, it's like, I don't want to help you. Like, do you know what you're doing behind closed doors, and then you need my help? I said, no, I ain't gonna lie. I walked back and forth to the kitchen like 3 or 4 times. Like, hold on. Why in the heck I'm helping him? But hold on. I gotta still do what's right. But hold on. Why in the heck am I helping him? See, I had a heaven-hell argument, debate. I had to balance the scales out. So I figured a way to balance the scales out. Balance the scales out is this. I can help him, but I'm gonna show him how to do it on his own. That's balancing the scales out. So I still provided a heavenly service by showing love and compassion despite who he is. But I also taught him by letting him do it himself. To understand that when you in hell, you don't know how to do everything. So you can't walk around act like you know everything. So you got to listen. You got to understand. But only way you can get to heaven, which means logging in to get to what you want, you got to know how to do it yourself. So I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you the instructions. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay? But I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm right beside you. So I'm over here telling him, okay, go click on this button. Go click on that button. Go do this, do that. And he huffing and puffing. And I just sat there. Well, I stood there. I was like, okay. Because what I told him was this. If I don't know the password, I could have pulled it up, but technically I don't know it because I gave him the information. But he didn't want to find the information until I walked away and said, you know what? I can't help you. You're just going to have to do it different way. He's like, oh, nah, there's more. Oh, so you do have the password. You do have the information. You just wanted me to do the work for you. No. See, sometimes when you in heaven and you sit back and you walk into that devil door and you realize the person is around you, they want you to do all the work. But once you know how to walk away, you realize they don't want to do the hard work. Because if they do it their way, they know they're going to have to do twice as much. So they start realizing, let me listen to you, because you already know the codes to the game. You already know how to handle it. You know how to level me up faster. So I'm going to listen to you, because the devil telling me to sit there and have a pity party and hope that you come back to me and to help me and do it on your own. No, that's the old me. That's the old me. The new me is like, look at here. Either you're going to follow the instructions or you're going to stay where you at. Because just because I can help pull you to this medium line, you got to put some work in it to get here. This is not no, I'm going to just take and then you're going to, no. Okay? You got to learn. So if I give you information, instructions, even if you're in the hell's gate, and I tell you this is what you need to do, then do it. If you start complaining and say, oh, I can't do it, bye-bye, nigga, I'm out. Pieces. Where my play at? It's like, where my plate at? I earned mine. Kari did the work. See, the thing about me is I clean up as I go. So I ain't got to worry about the residue. I don't have to worry about the extras. I don't have to worry about that. So while y'all still sitting there in preparation and sitting back and waiting for somebody to cook the meal for you, I'm already eating because I know how to cook the meal my goddamn self. So until you know how to sit back and cook the right way, that means mentally, spiritually, emotionally, don't ask me for nothing. Because in order to cook, you have to what? Listen. And in order to listen, you have to what? Learn. And in order to learn, you have to what? See. In order to see, you have to what? Hear. Okay? And when you put all of these things together, let's see how the taste feels in your mouth. But until then, keep the same palate that you want. Keep the same palate that you want. Keep talking this reckless stuff. Keep acting like a plump fool out here. Keep thinking that everybody's going to give it to you. I don't care if you're a millionaire or you only got 2 cents to your name. Y'all better rub something together, because without that energy, you cannot see my light. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.